Drew didn't have to kill Everett in season 2, but I definitely think it's coming in season 3. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV to give you what to expect in season 3 from Drew Tejada. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn your bell notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my Power Book 2 Ghost video. But without further ado, let's deep dive into Drew Tejada and what we will probably see from him in season 3. So for the most part, Drew had a low-key season this season, I think. I think that season 1 was a little bit more tumultuous for him, culminating with him getting shot. And this season, he really played his position kind of well. He spent the first part of the season really depressed and down about being shot and not being able to draw. His father comes home and he immediately assumes the good son trope, the good son role. And Lorenzo Tejada almost immediately pegs him as the future lead of the organization and has him running with him as his lieutenant. Through this, we get to see, Drew deeper in his crime boss bag. He always knew that Drew was definitely dangerous, capable of killing, I think, but it's easy to forget it sometimes when he's more so in his nurturing and loving side. Seeing him bounce back and forth between regular civilian life that he hopes to have and then his criminal life in season 2 was very, very interesting. When presented with the conflict of Everett knows too much and he was actually talking to professors, speaking on your name, bringing your name up, and ultimately he's a big part of what played out when it came to Jabari and how he died and what Tariq and Kane had to do. When it was presented to him like, oh, he gotta go, Drew made the decision not to actually kill Everett because he loves him so much. And I think in season 3 we're going to continue to watch Drew have this conflict between what he wants to do for his family and what he feels like he needs to do for his family and what he wants to do for himself. Now I do think that the conflict is going to be a little bit more pronounced because I could totally see him next season standing up for himself, especially after what they had to go through when it comes to Mecca. I think in between seasons we're going to get a full little debrief because he wasn't even fully aware of Mecca being Dante and this and that, and like he's definitely going to get that tea. Diana might be the one to spill it to him, but he's going to get that tea, and I think that could push him to be like, yeah, I don't need all this, I don't want all this, I just want to go to art school and be in love and do X, Y, and Z. I think that Drew could be one of the people who moves over to Monet's side of thinking in reference to wanting a way out. However, with Zeke's death, they now have no legitimate easy way to get out of the game, so I think that he could be taking up that charge now that Monet is going to be spending a bunch of time grieving and plotting revenge and trying to figure out who got to Zeke and how she can get to them. I think Drew might be the one who's like, all right, so what's the end game of this? Like, how do we actually get out? Because Zeke died, we could die, like we literally all just went through this. All I want to do is draw and be in love, so we're gonna have to figure out something. And this could be the thing that presents the first problems between Drew and Lorenzo, because Lorenzo is dead set on staying in the game. He is going to live and die in the game. He's not coming about the game for nothing and nobody, and he wants things to go the way he wants things to go within his family. I know that we give Monet a hard time for really controlling these kids and not giving them any space to do or cultivate the lives that they want, but I think that she got that from Lorenzo, honestly, because look at him. Now, I don't know if Lorenzo killing Zeke is going to force Lorenzo into a change of mind or a shift in how he behaves. We're gonna have to see in season 3 for that. But again, I definitely could see Drew having this shift, and honestly I think it could be him still needing to kill Everett and maybe him making a decision to be the one to kill Everett. That is the thing that ultimately makes him want to get out the game completely. Now, we know there's a running theme within Power that people say you are not a real killer until you kill the one that you love, and I definitely think that that's going to be a thing that happens for Drew in next season. Now, when it comes to the siblings, because I think that it's going to be real interesting how the siblings relationship plays out. I don't think that Drew was wrong when he kind of confronted Diana in season 3. I feel like he was right. She was running her mouth and she wasn't really being mindful of like the fallout. Like, it's one thing to have information, but it's also how you also use it. And I think once it comes out, because it will, and I have a video about Diana coming as well, y'all, so be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn your bell notifications, because she's going to have a very interesting season 3. But it's about how you use the information, and once it comes out that Diana told Poppy and that had him running off to this hangar and ultimately is part of the reason why Zeke is dead, Drew's going to be the first one to make sure that she feels it. He's going to be the first one to make sure that she knows that she is a part or has a hand, or Zeke's blood is on her hands. I think he's really going to be pushed to the breaking point to make a choice. Does he want to stay in this life, or does he want to create a life for himself? And at some point next season, I could see one of the Tejada children breaking away from the family, and not on no Kane put out the family, but just like, I denounce y'all type stuff. And I 100% think that it could be Drew. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. What do you expect to see from Drew next season? I would love it if he could actually go to Stansfield. If we could bring all the kids up to Stansfield and have them frolicking around in the season where Tariq has no more overarching responsibilities, because I definitely think that we're about to walk into Tariq's Savage season. It would be interesting to see all of them put into an academic space and what that actually could look like. I also saw a few comments from people saying that they wish that Tariq and Drew developed a solid relationship, and I'm here for it. Like, when I really think about it, I feel like Kanan and Tariq getting a little bit closer, or getting to a certain level of understanding is going to happen, but I would actually love to see what best frienddom looks like between Drew and Tariq. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe button before you click another video, because there's so much more to watch right here on Erica Vane TV.